My dad won a raccoon skin coat once.
One?
Yeah, he won it at like a raffle.
A raccoon skin coat?
Yeah, like they had back in the 20s. My mom was like, nope, out of the house.
Did he just wear it when he was rooting through the garbage?
Yeah, basically. He did it so that he could blend in with the local raccoons, figure out where their hideout was, and then kill them all.
Oh, that's vicious.
You know what's vicious? Raccoons. They're monsters.
I had 2 raccoons living under my deck. They were adorable.
They were adorable because they were under your deck. They get on your deck.
Yeah, they got on my deck and kind of messed it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
I got my pencil. Give me something to write on.
I am not your teacher.
But I'm hot for you anyway, Matt.
Unboxing is the order of the day here on the Unboxing Show. We don't have any boxes per se, but we do have mail to open, and we have donors to thank. People who go to welcometothebasementshow.com to contribute.
Like who?
Look at him work that mail. Chris, Laura, B.A., Mikey D., Thomas, Kai, Sean, Maurizio, Patches, Jenny, Robert Graham, Rebecca, Kendall, John, and Mary, who says, "Hi, Matt, Craig, and Tona. Greetings from Nantucket Island.
Ah,
The limericks about the men here are greatly exaggerated."
I went out to Nantucket a few years ago. Big fan of Nantucket Bookworks, I believe is what it's called.
I am a new viewer of the show and just love it. It is a fantastic escape from the terrifying hellscape that is our current political climate. I am originally from Provincetown, Massachusetts, where Mailer lived and Tough Guys Don't Dance was filmed. So thanks for watching that, even though it looked emotionally taxing for Craig. Otherwise, I wouldn't have found the show. Welcome, Mary. We hope you're enjoying yourself. Sean Henry writes to us from British Columbia. I use this graph to illustrate the difference between correlation and causation for first-year classes. This is the number of people who drowned by falling into a pool correlates with films Nicolas Cage appeared in. As you can see, there is strict correlation.
But no causation.
That's scary stuff. Declan. Hello, Matt and Craig. You've exposed me to so many great movies as well as helped inspire me to pursue a career in the arts.
Excellent. Good.
Science Museum of Minnesota.
Great. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make money off the arts. But you should have someone tell you how to make money off the arts.
Jason from San Antonio, Texas sends us this Limits of Control postcard and asks us if we've seen Jim Jarmusch's Limits of Control.
No, I have not.
I have never even heard of this, and I'm familiar with the man's filmography.
It came and went. Probably didn't get played much because the lead actor is not famous, in the States at least. Isaac Dubancolet.
Yeah, but it also has Tilda Swinton and Bill Murray.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know Bill Murray was in it.
I did not care for it. It was very repetitive and the pacing really dragged.
No.
A Jim Jarmusch film? Really? It's the only one he's ever seen and he wants to know if he should give him another shot.
Yes.
At the same time, Jim Jarmusch films all have kind of the same temperature, so you might have the same issues if you see another one of his movies.
Yeah, he likes repetitiveness. I think that's his main theme, that life is repetitive. But if you're looking for other ones, Dead Man is his epic.
I like the vampire one.
I'm not the biggest fan of that, but everyone else does. So yeah, Only Lovers Left Alive.
Control.
Thank you. I know the limits of it, though.
Mark from Minneapolis sends us this Manet postcard. My wife Amelia and I are obsessed with your show. And then he asks a weird question. If you were taunted, or maybe that says hunted, by any famous dead person in a wacky comedy sense, who would it be?
In a wacky comedy sense. Now, I imagine this would be kind of blood sport hunting, not like pursued for...
I think he says taunted.
Taunted?
Do you think it says haunted?
Oh, haunted.
Haunted.
They're a dead person in a wacky comedy sense.
Oh,
Because if I'm
haunted.
going to be hunted by any dead person, it's going to be John Huston.
Well, I think I'd want to be haunted by a wacky person.
Well, yeah.
Groucho Marx?
Well, I've seen Topper, so I'd say Cary Grant. He'd give me helpful life advice and get me out of my shell.
All right. And Andrew sends this Venus Williams postcard and says, just writing to say, I love you.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's do 2 packages. Alexander Hawk.
This is from Claudio and Ryan in Silver Spring, Maryland.
But we still got more Claudio and Ryan packages. We'll be getting to those in the next couple weeks. No note, as is Alexander's custom. We've got 2 DVDs. The Haunting of Alice D. and The House Across the Street, guaranteed to make you jump. These are horror movies.
Yeah. Again, the guys send one of these. I don't know if these are supposed to be a Patronus from Harry Potter.
Those are glow-in-the-dark postcards.
Oh, so they be. 2 very different books to amuse you guys when you get bored. Smiley face. Archidoodle. Architect's Activity Postcards. They give you a landscape that's partially filled in, and you get to complete the picture.
That one's going home with you.
Yes, it is. I like to draw and I like architecture. Creative cursing, a mix and match profanity generator.
I like to be creative and I like to curse.
Multiple choices on both sides, so tell me to stop.
Stop.
Scum slime.
Yeah, well, I think you are a mother wrangler.
I am.
It's at this point in the show when we recommend episodes from our back catalog for you to check out or re-watch.
I'm going to recommend a movie from last year. It's one of our Halloween movies called The Mummy. I like it because I believe it is the introduction of our friend Sadie into the basement. And then at the end of it, we have footage of Sadie and Lorenzo playing together.
Oh, yeah.
Now's the point of the show where we answer viewer questions. You guys send us questions and we answer them. Simple as that.
If you have any questions for us, leave them in the comments. You can ask us about the show or about ourselves.
Yeah.
We're open books. Ben Sandrock, would you ever consider doing live shows and riffing in front of an audience? Yes, I would consider it. The thing that would have to be done is considerable management of audience expectations. I would want to make it very clear to them. You're not about to watch Mystery Science Theater. You're not about to watch Riff Tracks. You're about to watch two guys watching a movie for the first time with nothing prepared. There's probably going to be long stretches of silence, and there's probably going to be jokes that don't land very well. I think what I would probably also encourage the audience to do is you guys can yell out stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Take some pressure off of us. And I also think it's something we would probably only do once because I imagine it would be very frustrating. Because what happens on the couch is we'll often come up with a joke for something that happened 5 minutes ago. I can fix that in the edit, but in a live setting, that's not going to work.
Since we are talking about live shows, there's a question from J.R. Solt. As film buffs, do you find enjoyment in a movie of pure silliness like Rocky Horror Picture Show? Yes, I enjoy Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think it's far from perfect, and I think it's more than pure silliness. There are a lot of ideas going on in that movie, thoughts about sexuality and gender, which are pretty far ahead of its time.
Right.
But that, to me, is when the film gets boring. It's a very sexy, funny movie with lots of great music. But yeah, in the third act, when they start debating things,
I saw this in college, in our college movie theater. There were people in the crowd who were really big fans, and they were doing all the stuff, and it was fun. But I watched the movie and thought, I don't think this movie is very good, and I'm enjoying all this energy around me.
yeah.
But the movie's not doing much for me. And then afterwards, we were outside, and the guys I had gone with were kind of squares. I haven't found my friend circle yet. And they were so shocked and affronted at the movie that made me start to like the movie.
Tim Curry, though, I do think gives a performance for the ages in that.
It's time to clear another row of the movie bucket list poster. This time I've had Craig do it, and he's going to quiz me on the images that represent that movie in the minimalist posters.
We have both seen 7 of 10 of this next row. I'm going to start with a tougher one. We have sunglasses with a red dot in one of the sunglasses.
Oh, you're doing the opposite.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing the opposite. Well, what do you think that is?
Terminator.
Yes. All right. Forgot. I'm supposed to give the movie title, and he's supposed to give me the image.
Yeah, I would never have guessed that if he hadn't told me all the movies that were in that.
Yeah. American Psycho.
A nail gun?
A business card.
I was going to say business card.
Yes.
Damn it.
Boxing gloves.
You did it again.
Fuck, I did?
Yeah, you're supposed to tell me the title of the movie.
All right, American History X, smart guy.
Arm with a swastika tattoo.
No, it is a curb with a tooth and blood on it.
I was going to say that! Damn it! I got to go with my first instincts.
All right, this is Spinal Tap. What is it?
Spinal Tap. Stonehenge.
No, it is a dial that goes to 11.
Oh, crap. I should have known that.
Yes.
In our P.O. box, we often get records, and when we get them, we listen to them. Someone sent us one of Craig's old favorites, and that is Sleater-Kinney, All Hands on the Bad One.
I have been trying to make heads or tails of what's going on in this picture for the longest time. This guy, they just don't make that model anymore.
I think that's an improv class. They're doing a Herald.
This is not as strong as some of their earlier albums, particularly Dig Me Out, which is
a classic.
Perfect album as far as I'm concerned. Hot Rock is great as well. But yes, this one does have a couple of really great songs, particularly the title track, All Hands on the Bad One, and Ballad of a Ladies' Man. Both of those get you on the first listen.
2 more packages.
Hey, do you think this looks like a penis?
Oh, it's supposed to be a smile.
I know. But does it look like a penis to you?
It looks like an arrow.
Okay. But does it also look like a penis?
No, it doesn't look like a penis.
Well, it will now because I pointed it out. This is an early Christmas present from someone named Chris. Salutations once again, all. May the upcoming holiday season find and treat you well. Cheers. It's more poetry from Christopher Hicks. The long and thin poetry of Christopher Hicks. Not everything needs to be epic. At times a lull will do.
Adam writes this letter on Great Northern Hotel stationery. Dear Matt and Craig, I hope you enjoy the enclosed copy of The Blade by Don Novello.
Don Novello, he's...
The Laszlo letters, yeah. Father Guido Sarducci.
Yeah.
A friend of mine described it as the funniest book ever made, despite not containing a single joke. Welcome to the Basement is one of my favorite movie-related shows, and I always look forward to new episodes. The combination of erudition, friendship, and earnest film appreciation is delightful. Thanks for making it. Blade. And on the back, Don Novello is sitting at a restaurant booth with some sheep. It says the author and friends. This is a yearbook.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, which makes me wonder, did it come out before the National Lampoon yearbook?
It's a yearbook for sheep. They're all they're all sheep.
You're right. That is one funny book right there.
Well, that was quite an episode of unboxing, and I had a good time. I know Craig did too, and we hope you did as well. You can see the next episode of Welcome to the Basement coming up this coming Friday, and now you can see this.
Bye.